Only doing that once. Hello, everybody. It is me, SPB, and welcome to Scott Pilgrim versus the World, the game. I'm playing this on the Switch, but this was originally a PSP game, and I'm gonna be honest, in certain parts you can kind of tell. But I got to say, for the most part, the pixel art is holding up incredibly well. Oddly, it's the non-pixelated elements of this so far that, have not aged very well at all. I have the physical version of this, but if you boot it up, it still has the crunchy 72 DPI JPEG of the Universal logo, because this was a tie-in with the movie. It's actually kind of funny. This has been sitting on my shelf for a while, because I contributed to the campaign when they were printing out the physical version through Limited Run. And this has just sat on my shelf for just a while, and I haven't played it. So we've got the new Scott Pilgrim game coming out. I need to get caught up, wouldn't you say? Let's see. Okay, Average Joe. Yes, I heard this. You can play as the different... Ooh, hello, Ramona. You can see she didn't bother with pants in this game. Okay, ooh, knives! Okay, can I just say, this is the weird life of a YouTuber right now. So, I have Scott Pilgrim clips on my main channel. And I have a clip talking about Scott's relationship with knives. And apparently there's some weird Scott Pilgrim Deltarune crossover that I didn't know about. And apparently Chris says at one point, she's 17, Scott. And so all of y'all have been showing up in my comments, just commenting she's 17, Scott, over and over and over again. As if we didn't already know that Scott dating a 17-year-old was not cool. Like, that's the thing. You can play Wallace, too. That's the thing that keeps on surprising me about Scott Pilgrim discourse, quote-unquote, is that everybody still acts scandalized that he was dating a 17-year-old at the beginning of the story, even though, it's the first line in the story, and everybody rightfully acknowledges what a loser he is for doing so. But anyway, perhaps against my better judgment, I'm going to play as Scott. Ooh. I'm gonna play Pink Scott. I'm gonna play, If that was just a little bit more distinctly blue, he'd almost look like the transgender pride flag. I'm sure many trans people are hoping that Scott is not trans, because they don't want to count him as a member. Okay, dodge and a parry and a spin and a thrust. Okay, I gotta get rhythmic with it. I see now. I see what my problem was. Come here, Kanye glasses. Yeah, maybe if you took those glasses off, you could have seen my fist coming at you. Here's how behind on this game I am. I actually even own the soundtrack. And I didn't even buy it. Basically through a combination of, a weird combination of circumstances that I won't go over right now. The vinyl release of the soundtrack by Anamanaguchi fell into my lap. Not that I have much of a vinyl collection, but I do own this on vinyl. How many signs from God do you need that you just need to play a video game? This isn't even that long of a game. I've looked up long plays, and they're half an hour or something. Come on. How do I... There we go. Gonna start thwacking people with my bat like it's Paranoia Agent. Guy's not even fully on screen and I'm whipping his ass. Oh, it's operating on Battletoads rules. I get hit, I drop my bat. Ah! Don't throw your trash at me! Time to empty the recycle bin. Oh, I could punch trash cans. All right. Gonna take my batium. Yeah, give me the bat. Oh, okay. Okay, I can hold a bat, but not a baseball at the same time. Then again, that's kind of that's weirdly loyal to actual baseball. I guess it's never shall the twain meet. The baseball and the baseball bat are always an oppositional force to one another. Somehow it doesn't feel very safe beating someone with a safety sign. Wee-ya! Come on, pork pie. Come on, wallet chain, let's go! I think I'm figuring out how to play this game, and that's not being a gentleman about any of this. Hold on. Wait, can I kick him in there? This! I'm trying to do a 300 moment. Hold on. Dang it! No! Aw, oh, man. Ruined my Leonidas moment. I was gonna try to kick someone into there. This is Toronto! Yeah! Can I throw the skull in the mailbox at him? He's already down. Just drop kick him in the gut. That's what we call the Toronto turnbuckle right there. No, I threw away my weapon. Come back. All right, I'm trying to be too deliberate. Clearly, I just need to button mash my way to victory. Then we're going with button mashing. Man the C button. Let me know in the comments what your favorite button mashers are. Like whether they have to be like good games or bad games. Like, you know what's kind of a button masher, and not many people have played it, although I certainly don't blame them, Shaq Fu. You know, which, okay, Shaq Fu is crap, but it's not the worst fighting game of all time. I can name, like, 3 fighters for the Sega alone that were worse. Balls, Heavy Nova, and Batman Forever, which, that was on the Mortal Kombat engine, so I count that as a fighter. But the thing is, if you play Shaq Fu, like, all of the fighting, it doesn't come down to strategy or combos or good use of special moves. It just comes down to getting someone in the corner and mashing the C button, if you play that on the Genesis. Like, that is it. Here, I gotta take care of Emo Jones and Emo Jerry over here. I'll really give you something to cry about. Difference between emo and heavy metal is that heavy metal, you're dead. Everything's over. You're gone. You're out of there. Meanwhile, emo music, you're like in the process of dying. It's always like anthem of our dying day and stuff like that. Meanwhile, metal, it's like, are you dead yet? And I run face first into losing a life. Yay me. I guess he was tired of that. I'm gonna neuter this dog by taking away his balls. Hey guys, your fighting skills are actual trash. Next enemy, I'm able to bounce the, I'm able to juggle the basketball in their face. I'm gonna just start whistling Sweet Georgia Brown. Oh, well, I'm getting my ass kicked, but at least they support Pride. I'm gonna take the basketball with me just so I can make my dream come true. Come here. Can I go in here? I can go in here. Wow, Toronto really knows how to celebrate Pride. Man, and they're just handing me money? Like, gay people are the best. Okay, here we go, here we go. Let me see if I can start juggling in their face. Oh, no! Threw the briefcase of cash at him? Like, what the fuck? And then we had, like, the friggin' ice crystal? What the hell was that? Like, all the projectiles. I'm starting to have, like, serious questions about this. Ah, no! Okay, here we go. Yes. Ah, oh, no! No, I want to do my stupid whistling bit. Get over here. So, is that supposed to be Julie or just another, like, bitchy-looking Toronto girl with glasses? It's hard to tell in Scott Pilgrim, actually. Like, something that people don't talk about enough with Scott Pilgrim is that, like, all of the characters are kind of awful. Like, Scott is actually, like, the least worst of his friends when you kind of look at it. But, so, like, a bunch of the really, like, catty or, like, bitchy characters, it, like, genuinely got hard to keep track of them. Like, if it wasn't for Aubrey Plaza, like... Oh, hey, young Neil. There we go. I guess he reps for the Washington Generals. I got to do the thing. Whatever. What is that white flashing thing? Is that, like, my limit break or something? This game would not be above that. Ah, I don't know, maybe I could have summoned Canadian Superman in that telephone pole. You know, you don't know. You don't know. Whoa, can we take in this pause beat for a second? Hold on. I'm gonna take a sip of coffee while I let this go. Shit's fire, dog. Okay. Oh, Joseph. Okay. If If you guys have not read the Scott Pilgrim comics, like, look up Joseph. Like, Joseph is seriously one of my favorite characters. Like, I would love to voice Joseph if given the chance, because he's supposed to be very quiet, and he's the bitchiest character at all. Hey, Joseph, what do you think of Lucas Lee? He's as hot as the hell that all you bitches are going to. You know what kills me about those, about that right there? That's not meant to be an emoji. This game was genuinely, like, made before iPhones came out. So that's just good old-fashioned, like, you know, good old-fashioned lead speak. Like, think about that for a second. Like, the entire Scott Pilgrim story was written and produced before a smartphone came out. And yet for just, like, such a digitally focused, like, ADHD, like, series, like, that seems kind of remarkable, doesn't it? Will you guys give me some space? I'm gonna give you a Toronto goodbye, which is where we ask you firmly but politely to leave before we break your jaw. Don't step to my crew unless you're ready to dance! Why did you throw the bat before I actually got back up? Sorry, got excited. Yeah, I gotta stop yeeting my items so much. It would make more sense to, hold on to something if I wanted to fight. Yeah, see? There we go. He is down, and the bat is still in my hand. Oh! Dominating! How come there's not a combo meter? That was sick! Friggin' juggling like Eddie Gordo in Tekken. I honestly don't much about Scott Pilgrim EX. I'm waiting for it to come out, but I hope it has a combo meter. Like, this, if there's ever a game that needed a combo meter, it is this. Threw my bat away again. Got too excited. Oh, it's actually right here. Sweet. Oh, I didn't note this before. The intentional glitching. This is actually a really clever idea. Makes it seem like I'm walking into a missing number right here. Yeah, remember, we've got the question mark blocks and this originally came out on the PSP. Like, I'm playing this on the Nintendo Switch now, but that's like a decade after the fact. Yeah, Nintendo is looking at Sony's question mark block and thinking, the real question is how much should we sue you for? Oh man, I already put everybody to sleep. Guys, the stream just got started. Yeah. Okay, on my last life, I should probably take this semi-seriously. You know, he said while playing the Scott Pilgrim game. Wait, would the Shaq Fu method actually work here? Just getting him in the corner and mashing the X button? I guess not. That would have been funny. Okay. I almost dodged that. That was pretty good despite having never fought this guy before. Ah. I might lose this. I get the feeling I should keep focusing on him and not on the girls. Not that it matters, I'm dead. Or maybe not. Ole! Dude, can I talk to you over here? Like, this is not cool what you're doing right now. Friggin' yoinks. Yes. Wait, no. How far back do I have to go? What? No. No. Oh, we might be here a bit. Oh my goodness. All the way back. Okay, glad I picked easy mode then. Jeez. If I had known that, I would have taken that a bit more seriously. This is gonna be the fastest run of this level you're ever gonna see. Yeah, I was going on at the beginning about how much I have not played this game. Might be in my interest to kind of get good at this game now. Oh! But I keep my level, and I keep the moves that I get from the upgrades. Okay. So, actually, that's, so this should genuinely be easier, this time, because I'm a higher level. I had just kind of yada-yada'd some of the, progression elements, so, okay, yeah, because this is based off River City Ransom, which did have some kind of, like, basic leveling RPG nonsense. This guy's walking around like he should have very thick sideburns and say "milady" a lot. Do not care. Punk is not beating me up with a bucket. Why do you have a bucket in a public park in the winter anyway? Gonna make a snow castle? Well, actually, that sounds rad as shit, but... I was trying to make fun of them, and I'm just kind of like, actually, that sounds really cool. Can I help? Can I do that? I would like to help do that. I would like to be a part of this journey with you. Make way for Toronto's biggest douchebag! Oh, he beat the invincibility out of me. This is how Scott got so good at fighting. He figured out that when people die, they turn into coins, and he's been so unemployed that he's just started beating people up on the street and taking their money. Why do you think Scott only has loose change on him at any given day? Pardon me, gents, while I get the F out of here. Did they just kick me into the subspace? Highway? Okay, yes, thank you. Thank you, gentlemen. That's actually preferable. Guys decided to do me a solid there. I think when people said make the money work for you, I don't think they expected me to use it as a blunt object. Oh no, my bag! I thought I had secured it! Why does Tony Danza here always get the drop on me? When did Tony Danza move to Toronto and start picking fights with wayward 20-somethings? I don't give a fuck about any of you. You brutes! Stay away! You guys owe me an umbrella! Guys are running up to me like they forgot to beat my ass on their way home from work. Oh man, my wife would have been so upset. It's over, you hosers, I have the high ground. Just throw him off the railing just to make an example of him. I know I was joking about the high ground, but would this actually suffice? Let's find out. Oh my god, they can't touch me here! Apparently all the high ground you need to win a fight is the height of a steppy stool, more or less. Don't mess with the steppy stool. Here's a question. Have the Continue guys played Scott Pilgrim at all? Because I think the branding is just waiting for them right here. I mean, it's slightly obstructed because of the pillar, but it's waiting for them. Boys, get on that. Or is Nick spending too much time trying to figure out how high his hair can possibly go? Get me the F out of here. Okay, I made it to the boss, instead of with 1 life, I have 1.5 lives. This is actually a very clever idea for a level, and it's actually just like so simple because you just stick the flat like glitchy assets, you know, over the plane, and your imagination just kind of fills in the gaps. Very, very creative. You probably just want me to get to the boss, but hey, listen, this is YouTube. I will take every single cent I can get my hands on. Thank you. Fictional or otherwise. And I'm actually not that far away from leveling up next, so let's keep it going. Nah, it's a PSP game. Of course I can't skip this. Okay. I gotta get better at countering. Okay, okay. That was too delicate last time. Let's not bother with any of that. Aha! Joke's on you, pal. I've learned how to use the A button. Okay, can't use the A button midair. A does not mean altitude in this case. Good to know. Oh, it doesn't matter. Woohoo! That battle was loony. A? A? I don't know what my viewership is in Canada, but I'm sure it's shit right now. I guess this live stream about a Canadian series won't be bringing home the bacon. The looks on their faces is exactly what I deserve for that joke.